Good day, students. Welcome to the course on ASP.NET. My name is Sumant, and I am going to be the host for this session. Let's say about the goals and motivations for this course. You are going to learn C Sharp. The C Sharp is the choice of programming language that I have taken up to teach you ASP.NET. You'll also understand the concepts of object-oriented programming, and you will be hands-on with .NET framework, and you will understand MVC, and you will do all the above things in a fun and a practical way. So here are some of the things that you should know more about this course. Please get ready to code all along the way of the course, because this is going to be a hands-on interactive course where you are required to code the programming challenges all along the way of the course with me. There are going to be exercises and challenges in middle of chapters. There are going to be programming challenges at the end of chapters also that you could take up in your free time, and this is recommended by me. Let's start with a bit of a history of ASP.NET. This is developed by Microsoft in Jan 2002. This technology is the successor of ASP, Active Server Pages. This technology is built exclusively for web development. Now let's see what are all the toolkit that you are going to be needing for this course. You will need Visual Studio C Hash 2012 Express if you have Windows 7 or Windows 8. You will need Visual Studio C Hash 2010 Express if you have Windows Vista or XP. This is the link where you can download the Visual Studio C Hash Express from www.microsoft.com/express/downloads. I'm going to tell you some tips about installing the IDE. After you download the installation package, make sure you do a complete install, which means you should install the IDE, the .NET Framework 4.0, and other tools that are prompted by the installation package. Once you got it installed, you'll have a new start menu. Uh, I think it will be called Microsoft Visual C Sharp 2010 Express Edition. Please click on it, and that will bring up the IDE, and you are all set to go for this course. So the main focus of this course is going to be learning C Sharp and ASP.NET, and also AMC.NET MVC architecture. So I'm going to take you about the content of this course from chapter one by one. The first chapter is called Let's Start Getting Productive. In this chapter, you're going to help me build a visiting card. Yes, you heard it right. You are going to help me build a visiting card. So what will I do is I will teach you how to create an application from Visual Studio IDE, and I'll code all the way to build a small application to replicate a visiting card, and you are requested to also code all along the way with me so that you can understand how to work with Visual Studio IDE. The key takeaways of this chapter is to get hands-on with the Visual Studio IDE, and to also learn how to build an application with Visual Studio. The second chapter is called Under the Hood. So this chapter is about saying what all Visual Studio is doing for you when you actually ask it or command it to do certain stuff. The key takeaways of this chapter are to get a hang of coding in Visual Studio, and also to learn to get much more of IDE than what is just visible on the surface. This chapter makes you understand to reveal the power of the Visual Studio IDE. Get object oriented. This chapter is about learning how to model a solution. The key takeaways are you are going to learn how to write code sensibly, and you're also going to learn how to design intuitive classes. Data types and reference. You're going to learn how data is handled in C Sharp, and the key takeaways are learn ins and outs of data in C Sharp, and also learn how to work with data in your programs. Encapsulation. Learn how to keep your data private. The key takeaways are learn how to make your data in your objects private, and also how to add some methods to protect your data. Inheritance. You are going to learn how to avoid duplicating code. The key takeaways are learn to model the real world more closely and learn to code which is easier to maintain for the people who are going to maintain your code. Interfaces and abstract classes. You're going to learn how to group your objects based on the things they can do, based on the capabilities of your objects. The key takeaways are you're going to learn how a class should fulfill an obligation. Enums and collections. You're going to learn how to handle your data. The key takeaways of this chapter is to learn to store, sort, and manage all the data in your objects. And file handling. So this chapter is all about reading and writing files from C# and .NET. You're going to learn a couple of .NET stream classes, .NET library classes to stream data from the files. Exception handling. So you're going to learn how to firefight crashes in your programs. Events and delegates. You're going to learn to make objects respond to anything that pops up in your application. The key takeaways are to learn about publishing, subscribing, and calling back for any events or delegates in your application. And at the last, you're going to build your own website using ASP.NET MVC architecture. You're going to learn what is MVC. You're going to know more about styles and layout and controllers, views, models, security that you should have in your web application. You're going to learn something about HTML helpers. And finally, you're going to learn how to publish a website using Visual Studio. This is all about the content of the chapter. So all along the way of your course, please do the hard work, but remember to have fun. Once again, I'm going to welcome you for the course and wish you all the best. Thank you.